I'm going to show you in this video how to stop competing on price. So, before I sort of go through my tips on how to stop competing on price, let me ask you a couple of questions. When was the last time you bought something wholly and solely on price alone? Does it happen? Yeah, it does, but it's not the only deciding factor in your buying decisions. In fact, let's use an example. Say you had to get root canal done, and there was a dentist down the road that had a special on root canal for $14.95 tomorrow. Are you going to that dentist? Why not? Well, because it's too cheap, and if it's too cheap, it's probably cheap and nasty. And this is how the brain works. The brain says if it's cheap, it must be nasty. If it's expensive, let's say that another dentist down the road is charging $5,000 for root canal tomorrow. We all say, well, he must be good. And it's this psychology of understanding that pricing sometimes can influence someone's decision before they even look at the product or consider the product. So why is it that so many people compete on price? Well, it's because they've got nothing else for the customer to differentiate them from one supplier to another. So we're forced to compete on price. And look, petrol's a classic example. They sell petrol in the service station from $1.40 litre to $1.80 litre, and they call one premium and they call one, the basic. And they charge you more for premium. Now, we're talking about the same stuff. It's fuel. Yes, certainly the premium one could be better for your engine. They add all this value. It's better for your engine. You'll get better mileage. It'll make your car last longer. It'll do all of these great. It's better for the environment. Who knows what it is, but they add all this value and you go, you know what, I'm going to put premium in. I'm going to spend an extra 30-40 cents a litre because it's going to be better for my car. So what that proves to us is that we won't buy on price and price alone. If we can see that there is added value in spending a little bit more money, then that's what we'll do. We'll spend a little bit more money. We're okay with that. We don't want the cheapest. What we want is we want great value for money. Now, if the only way that a customer can differentiate you between you and your competitors is by your price, then you're in trouble. Competing on price is a mug's game, and it's the fastest way to go broke. What do I say? Stop it. Stop competing on price. Start to think about how you can offer something that's added value or that's unique to your customer base or to your prospective customer base that your competitors aren't going to think of or that they're not even willing to copy. Let me give you some examples. The first thing I would say is come up with a way to make yourself different so that they'll want to pay more. And a good way to do that is to create what's called a guarantee. Now, you've all heard of the word guarantee before, but how many of you actually offer a guarantee that your competitors aren't willing to offer? Now, let me ask you this, what guarantee is there that scares you? If it scares the crap out of you offering, it's probably a good guarantee. Let me use an example. I worked with a plumber once, and you can apply this to any business, by the way. So I'm just going to use plumbers as an example. And if you're a plumber, I'm sorry if I'm picking on you, but plumbers have a really bad reputation and customers get frustrated for them turning up late, for them leaving a mess, for them charging too much. There's probably a stack of other things, but let's just pick those three things. And the whole idea is to pick three things that fundamentally frustrate your marketplace with dealing with your industry. So for plumbers, the frustrations are they turn up late, they leave a mess, and they charge too much. So if I'm a plumber that guarantees those three things won't happen, can I charge more? Imagine this was my guarantee as a plumber. Like I said, I've worked with a plumber before and I've done this guarantee and it worked gangbusters. So if you're a plumber, write this down. You can guarantee the same thing. First of all, we guarantee this. We will turn up on time or before. We will leave your place cleaner than when we arrived, and we'll give you a fixed price that won't change no matter what. Or we'll give you 200% of your money back. Now, some of you are going, oh, but Ben, I can't do that. I can't predict the traffic. I can't predict the weather. I might start the plumbing job and it's going to take me longer than I expected. Sure, that is likely to happen. All of those things are likely to happen. But can you charge more? If you have that guarantee, do you think you can charge more? Yes or no? Well, of course you can. People are willing to pay you more if you're willing to have some sort of a solid guarantee that reverses the risk out of dealing with you. So by charging more, you can then, you can take up the fact that every now and then you're going to lose a little bit of money on a job, but the benefits far outweigh the cost of doing it. So that's why I suggest you do it. So in your industry, the quickest way for you to create a uniqueness, or what we call a USP, a unique selling proposition, so you can stop competing on price, is to create a guarantee. So grab your pen, grab some paper and write down the three things that frustrate people trying to buy your product or service from your industry, and then work out how to guarantee they won't happen. Sure, you're going to have to work on creating some systems and putting some things in place so you can guarantee those three things, and you can't guarantee it until you get there, but at least it's a good starting point. So hopefully that's shown you that you can stop competing on price and you can start making some decent money.